that doesn't really excite me. The first thing. The next thing that can be improved as well is the way how to enter neutral mode. And if you ask me like, why would you go to the neutral mode? Well, I washed this car once through the car wash tunnel. That's how we say it in Germany. And in order to glide through the tunnel, you need to put it in neutral mode, right? In the neutral gear. And first thing first, let me show you this. There is no neutral here. There's only R for reverse drive, and at this side is a P for parking, right? So that's where it starts first. And me being me, I didn't do any research, and I didn't even ask questions like, oh, it misses one letter, which is N, right? And that turns out to be an L for me because then they asked me to move aside and try to figure it out. But this is how you do it, and funnily enough, even I forget that again. But let me try again. So I think the first thing that that you need to press is the drive select button. If you press that, then it's gonna bring you here, and there's N there. So again, there's N, and this gonna pop up, and it goes like in 0.1 seconds. And picture this: I'm in front of the tunnel, everything is paid, I just need to put this car in N, and it says like 3 points that I need to do to go into N, and they show me that for 0.5 seconds. Long story short, I found out how to do it. So actually it's kind of like idiot proof, but in this case I am then, you know, worse than an idiot. So once you go into the drive mode and then select N, to make it easier, your foot just need to be on the brake all the time. So the next thing that you need to press is P, and wait a bit. If the brake is engaged, the car gonna go to N. So that's actually the whole thing that you need to do. Having said that, to go out from N, if I'm not mistaken, but let me just try it now. So let me go to N now, right? So I'm in N. So this gonna pop up once you are in N, means at the end you need to push this and turn D, which is also quite idiot proof and quite easy, to be fair. But as you know, like or maybe you don't know, but let me tell you, like when you want to leave the tunnel, normally in a normal car you just pull the gear lever to D and you go, and that's a lot faster than push the button, go out from neutral, engage D. It's like one step against 2 steps. So that's a thing that I think can be improved. That's how I see it. Of course, I'm not the CEO of Nio. I'm just a consumer. So yeah, but that's also one thing. And the next thing that I think can be improved, but maybe not because of the design of the car, and I've said about this before, the visibility to the back, and it's actually really bad. It's really bad that you can only see like the windshield of the car behind you if the car is an SUV. Well, there's also like a good thing about that I think like it's very hard to for other people to blind you from the back. Of course, it has like the whole tech to stop people blinding you from the back, but still, like, I prefer actually to see the whole car behind me. And this is also kind of like the similar rear visibility as Jaguar XF, which practically doesn't have any rear visibility. Stuff that just jump out to me is like how the range normally, how the car normally doesn't do the range that it says. So it's kind of like a little bit less than it says, but I guess it's a normal issues with electric car these days. It's not only problem of Nio. But having said that, it just occurred to me there's like one thing that that's actually also quite fun about ET5, and we cannot forget that Nio was actually competing in Grand Prix E. And that one thing is that I've actually accidentally kind of like did a really short drift with this car twice. Of course, it was raining, but it was still 17 degree 20 degree Celsius, so it was not very cold. But because of the monstrous torque that this car has, and I guess the weight as well, I don't know, every time, like, if I like there's like this how do you say it, roundabout in Berlin, a really big one, and if it has been raining, or if I just really give everything on the exit, then this car will drift a bit, so it would lose the traction. Technically speaking, it's gonna lose traction, and it has lost traction. And for an all-wheel drive car, that's not a thing that it should do. But still, if they program the car that way, I find it to be quite positive. I like it. It's kind of like give a little bit of fun factor into the car, and of course, like, actually a car with this much torque should be able to do that. That's a no-brainer. But it was positively surprising, and also like it was also very controllable, so you can feel that the car is gonna do that. The conclusion from me is that Nio ET5 is a very good all-rounder and priced at around 47-49k. It's actually very good price, and with this interior and you know that mine has the beige color inside. Of course, you can also get this kind of like green interior, and it's a very mild mint green, the color which is in right now, which is also cool. And the speaker, the sound system is actually quite good. It is fast enough, but it's also at the same time the suspension is quite comfy for like daily usage to go around in the city, and it has enough range. It can, you know, swap the battery. So for me, at 47,000 euro, it's actually a really good price point for the whole pack. As a whole package, this car is actually really good. And to add more to that, they offer really crazy colors with this car. You can go with yellow, you can go with this blue, but you can also at the same time get the normal one like white, black, or gray. And like for me, Nio is good enough for the price that you're gonna pay for this car. If you want an electric car, quite a fast one, have a space for family, it's a no-brainer. And the last question is just, is it good enough to take on Tesla? I think it is. And of course, like, their main weapon is of course the battery swap system, which makes this car just so versatile. And of course, Tesla also has the supercharger, which is also very good and already so established, especially in mainland Europe, and that makes the whole thing more interesting. And I'm actually a fan of balance and check, so that it's not only Tesla. If you want like an electric car with really big range. That is not only Tesla, and that Nio is now offers this car to be an option to a Model 3. I think is a good call. And by the way, 455 kilometers range with 75 kilowatt battery is actually not bad at all. Of course, you can go for 100 kilowatt hour. It's gonna be slightly heavier, but it will have more range, and yeah, that's actually logical. And before we close the video, I am gonna show you my consumption. Let me see if I'm gonna get there. I don't play around that much with the iPad. Yeah, because this car has been used as daily, and you know, the only thing that I think is important for me is if I get into the car, start the car, it's gonna start and I can go. So that's why I haven't played that much around with the iPad. So let's see, and here we go. So we have the consumption here, so I'm gonna show you. There you go. 18.4 kilowatt hour in the last 10 kilometers. (3,100 kilometer is the kilometer that I've done. Again, as I said before, I don't know how many kilometers I've done because it doesn't say the mileage in the dashboard, but it's here. So let's see the last 100 kilometers. 21 kilowatt hours is my average in the last 2 months, which is not really bad. Of course, I can drive a little bit slower, of course, but hey, 500 horsepower and it goes to 100 in 4 seconds. Of course, I'm gonna have my fun from time to time. Having said all that, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because I know like 99% or 98% of my viewers haven't subscribed yet, so why not? It's free. And having said all that, see you in the next video. Stay cool until then and keep on driving. Ted signs out.